Hello, welcome back. Once again, I am doing the main drag, the main street on Acrylic. This is it with not very many tourists on it, just the way it was yesterday. Acrylic, for those of you who are not from this part of the country, is an island. You have to take a ferry to get here. Several different ferries come here. My ferry yesterday took over 2.5 hours to get here. So, a little bit of a trip on the water, kind of fun. It's in the Outer Banks, what is called the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Most of you are probably familiar with that term. Lots of other countries have outer banks. And Acrylic is very historic. In fact, I was reading last night, I'd forgotten that Blackbeard the pirate was killed here in Acrylic in 17 something by British Navy. And it's a tiny little place. So understand, I don't know what the year-round population is, but it's, I think, under 1,000. Very small town, but of course in the tourist season that number will swell to perhaps 10,000. I don't know how many people this island can hold. It's just small. I mean, you can ride your bike. You can't ride your bike around it because there's no road around it. There's too many marshes and that kind of thing in the way. But if there was a road around it, you could ride your bike around it in an hour, I would think. I've ridden my bike in all over the island. I have my bike with me here this week. Look forward to jumping on it and going out and taking more pictures. I'm here with 5 other artists. This is the 3rd year in a row that we've come to Acrylic and painted in October. A lot of fun, a lot of artistic. So there are 4 women. It's windy outside right now, by the way. That's why we're not painting outdoors. Just too windy, a little bit chilly, but we have warm clothes. That's not the problem. The wind is definitely a problem when it comes to plein air painting. So I'm painting from a photograph on an iPad here at my right hand. And there are 4 women painting downstairs, and my good buddy Mike painting right over there. Wave, Mike. Are you listening? There's Mike. Thank you, man. We have a really good time together. And so I want to try to capture this street scene with lots of busy, bustling tourist activity, which is the way it is most of the summer, all of the summer, I'm sure. A little bit slow with that. I should have done that blending that right there. I should have done that a few minutes ago. A little bit too dry, so it didn't have as much effect as I would have liked. I'm talking to myself here because I want to make myself a better painter. I think one of the struggles, even though it's like my head knows better than this, but I think one of the struggles of my painting at this moment is saying too much, painting too much, doing too much edge-to-edge explanation. And I'm trying to slap myself, say, stop that, don't do that. Stop, drawing like I'm doing right now. The question, of course, is how much to stop and so forth. Anyway, so that's a quest. Now, this painting is a little bit of a strange exception to that. Not an exception, but it's like too easy to do that because this is all dark trees here and here. So it doesn't exactly count to say, well, see, I didn't paint edge to edge. I left all this dark. No, that doesn't count. Those are trees. Now my edge to edge is in here. And I have to be careful not to explain so much. Don't feel, I'm saying to me and I'm saying to you, don't feel like you have to explain everything. 'Cause I think that's what kills more good paintings than anything else. Is the feeling like you feel like you have to just explain everything. And again, I'm preaching that to myself. Even more than to you, I'm trying to keep myself from doing that. I'm better than I used to be, but I still think it's an area of improvement, a growth area for me. I mentioned earlier this sliver of light, which really isn't in the photograph. Let me show you the picture again. Here's the picture. Try to get not bad glare. As you can see, the trees really do connect there at the top. But I think that would make for a bad photograph if I were to paint it that way. So because it would be a donut hole. It'd be a light in the middle and dark all the way around. And I don't think that's a good composition. Okay, that's probably good enough. Wait, let me do just a little bit of light hitting pedestrians here. Same thing here. So I want to make the street scene here full of people, pedestrians again, because that's the way it looks most of the time. Not the way it is in my photograph. Okay. Yep, okay, I just realized if I extend this light off the edge here, I think that also would be a good... I've lost a tree. I had a tree here at one time, and I've lost it. Let me think about that. I think it's all right. I think it's all right the way it is. Okay. I think I'm ready to go to oil. I might do some dark tree trunks over here though before I do that. Okay, you don't need to watch that part. Next episode will be glazing in oil. Thanks for watching. Hope that's fun and informative.